Former executive turned lifestyle entrepreneur, Connie is ridiculously dedicated to inspiring individuals to activate their power and live their dream as a lifestyle entrepreneur. It's time to sit down, lie down, or squat down and turn up the volume. Up or Out with Connie starts right now.
Well, hi there. It's Connie Fife, your host and producer of Up or Out with Connie. We have a really good show today. My guest and I have been talking for the last, 10, 15 minutes. And it's, we really need to jump on because we have such a fantastic conversation going on that we want to bring it right in here and allow you to hear more of that, because we're talking about the key to happiness for the mature woman. And if you're the mature woman, I should say at any age, you want to hear this, because through discovery of your true self and conscious choice, you can look forward to the most exciting journey through your second part of life. I do say it's the second part of life. It's your next season of life. And I've heard some people refer to it as your third season of life, because you're a mom, you have a career, and then it's okay. Now it's where do I go next? Because in the second part of life, it holds the key to your greatest fulfillment and legacy. And I so much have to agree with that, because now that I'm mature, a bit wiser, and I'm able to have such conversations with my adult children. And sometimes, after I have these conversations with them, I step back and I was like, did I just talk about that with my son? It was like an adult conversation. He's not a baby anymore. But I want to welcome to the Up or Out studio, Angelikas Christie. Angelika, thanks for joining us all the way from the Bahamas.
Yes, and you see it on my outfit.
I know.
Business in an office somewhere stuck up. I'm surrounded by turquoise water, living on my little island. When I say my little island, people think I own an island. No, I don't own it. I call it my island.
Come to my island. Come to my island.
Yes, that's what it is. Come to my world,
Yeah, just gorgeous.
All of the, all of the restrictions and the day and day in and out, the rat race behind. And coming relax, rejuvenate, find your inner strength, inner beauty.
Get your groove back.
Yes. Rev up your life.
That's right. You need to get a little bit.
We are getting older. That inner child is always alive.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Sometimes we just shut it up and put it in the corner and or in the door and lock and throw away the key. But that inner child is full of life and innocence too, and fun and adventure.
Yes.
And it's not heard often enough.
Right.
Especially in that very demanding part of our lives that starts for some in their mid-20s.
Right.
Get out of school or out of university, everything was taken care of, and all of a sudden you have to do it.
Right. You are now responsible. Then if you get married and then you have the babies and then you become mama bear and you have to go through that. And what we were talking about early on, like my babies are in their 30s, but they're still my babies.
Yes, I know. I have 5 adult babies.
Yeah, and I have 5. Adopted, or not adopted, but my stepchildren, I should say.
Yeah.
But they're still all of them.
Yeah. And 9 grandchildren, so I know what.
Oh wow! I only have 1. I have 1. We have Isla Grace, but I wanted to share something my daughter gave me. This bracelet. It's the quote of "She believed she could and she did," and the second charm is a tree that has blossomed, where the roots have come up and blossomed. So they pay attention. They see what we're doing, and that's just it just was like So that was watching my son and daughter. I have to give him credit too. And so they gave me the gift together with a couple other things. But I just keep it right here on my desk, and it just reminds me, of them. And it also reminds me of the journey that I've taken and where I've come.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I get all kinds of things from my grandchildren too. I mean, sweet stuff.
If we show the office, you got, stuff all over. Those little homemade flowers. I still have them sitting here.
They know I love things because whenever I go on my walks, the ocean, and I'm so blessed that I have this endless beach right in front of, takes me 1 minute to get down to the beach and have this powdery white sand. And off my beach and my beach.
That's right, your beach.
And I find the most amazing things. So I find shells, and some of them look like butterflies. And every time I find one that has, these two wings and beautiful colors, I say, okay, there is something loosening up within me again. I'm flying. I'm getting to a higher plane of maybe awareness or more freedom.
Right.
So it usually makes me aware of lifting any heavy. And since my grandchildren and children know that, so whenever I have 3 grandchildren living here and 2 of my daughters on my
island.
So whenever they see something special or something unique, beautiful, so I have a big collection.
How beautiful. How beautiful. Yes. Nice.
And actually my totem almost is the sea star.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Because when I read about the sea star, I was always attracted to it. And I have so many sea stars in my house, and I never knew why I was so attracted to sea stars.
Okay.
And then I thought about it. The sea star is one of the most mystical creatures on earth.
Mm-hmm.
It is totally self-reliant. It loses one of its tentacles or legs or whatever. Right. Regrows them. It can even reproduce itself. It doesn't need a male. When it has a male, it happily does it. If it doesn't have a male, she wants to reproduce. She does it on her own. Isn't that fantastic?
Wow, that is fantastic. How interesting is that? I think it's good that we have symbols like that. Mine is a dragonfly. And something similar, a dragonfly is strength. And someone that, with their wings flying high and always, ready to explore and look for those new adventures. And same thing, I was always attracted to dragonflies. I even have a tattoo on my back of a dragonfly. It's like a little forest with dragonflies and horses.
My soul, the representation of my soul is I have 2. I have 2 horses. One is like Pegasus.
Okay.
Winged.
With the wings.
There takes me up when I need a healing or need to see something from a higher perspective. And the other is a battle horse, a stallion, black stallion. And I call upon that energy within my whole self when I need courage, when I need to say no, where I feel I
have the black stallion with my dragonfly.
Wonderful. So you look at that. You have a winged one and also one that stands.
One that stands and sturdy and holds firm, and then the other one. That's right. We're ready for battle. And some days you need that, right? So I want to talk more about how you're helping people prepare. I shouldn't say people, I should say woman, the mature woman prepare for the second part of their life and really rev up their power like, we're talking about. So how do they do that?
Well, first of all, I believe, and I've experienced it myself, that once nature throws you that curveball with menopause, right?
That's a whole new conversation.
We don't want to get into that.
We don't want to go there.
Something changes in your body, and it's at a time where nature really wants to get rid of you. You are not producing anymore, so from a purely biological point of view, things are getting a little bit chaotic.
Yes.
So, but we also, before that, have gone through all of these identities, being the perfect whatever. It probably started especially for females, the great, the best student, and then, maybe the best, find the best partner for you and have a great, beautiful family and be the best mom and all of this. And then the children grow up, and then all of a sudden, and around that time, sometimes earlier, around 40, there is that question, who am I?
Yes.
What am I all about? And a lot of women, because they also feel that they may be out of place in the world that worships youth. They see the changes happening within their body on the outside.
Right.
And it is very easy to be sidetracked from looking at all of this and forgetting about who am I really on the inside? Because it's not about the outside anymore. It is, what is it that lights you up? What is it that lights your fire? And sometimes we have to go back to what was lighting our fire when we were children.
Right.
Because between that and to that point, it's all the responsibilities we had and the roles we needed to play. But now it's, how do I make myself number one in my life?
Yes.
And a lot of women have an issue with that, have problems. Me number one, that's selfish. No.
Yeah, true, because we've always put other people before us. So now, and I know that feeling of, am I being selfish because I want to go on a vacation alone or just with my husband? Am I being selfish that my kids aren't here? I do. I know I've had those feelings. Yeah.
Yes. So all of these feelings come up. The soul wants to become number one. It's almost like everything happens in your mind, but the mind doesn't know who you are. It's actually your soul that holds the blueprint for your destiny, for your perfect life, for everything that makes you happy.
Okay.
So we kind of need to move the center of command.
Yes.
From your mind to your heart and to your soul. So it is really the journey within.
Yes.
And some people think, oh my God, this is boring and this cannot be fun. It is actually the most exciting journey there is.
It is, when you really step into that, step into your own power. I mean, activate your internal
where your power lies, and that's where your magic lies.
Yes.
It is not on the outer, it comes from inner.
Yeah.
And that's why I have developed this whole system of the inner hero. Because self-love, we all know that, yes, I should love myself more. But love by itself, and then especially self-love, is a very wishy-washy, elusive concept.
Right. What does it mean?
How do I get in contact with that? How do I, where is that?
Interesting for me, again, part of that, not feeling, am I worthy, or should I be, looking at myself or doing things for myself. I actually had that conversation with my children. And both my son, and daughter, they were like, first of all, my son was like, Mom, we got this. You go do your thing. And the same thing with my daughter. She was like, no, it's your time. She's like, just go, just go and do what you need to do for you. So I needed to hear that.
Yes. But not everybody or not every mother is that fortunate to hear that. Right. Because you actually, by hearing that, you almost felt that I have permission now.
That's right. They gave me permission. But not everybody can. So how do they get through that? How do they embrace that true self-love?
Yes. You see, it is a journey, right? So it's not something, sometimes you have an epiphany and you just say, oh my God, yes, I get it. Okay. But it's still a journey. You have the whole journey up to that point with you, everything you really need. You have already a treasure chest filled with real life experience.
Yes.
And if you have a good mentor or read some really good material. You also get some, I don't want to say advice, because whatever you read, there is no truth out there unless and until it resonates with you. Only then it's true.
Only when you're ready to hear it.
Ready to hear it. And also it needs to be, your truth has a certain frequency. I always say, and we actually need to come into our own truth, which is we need to find the resonance that is our true self, and align our values, our core values, because they shift as you get older. So what are your core values now? What do you really want? What is really important to you? And so we need to let go. And that's how I help my clients. We peel away all of these like an onion. Illusions, the false beliefs, the limiting beliefs.
Right.
And if you ask yourself some questions like, why do I believe this? Is it really, really true? Who told me so? By whose authority do I believe this?
Right.
So you kind of get closer and closer to, okay, so let's say I move all of this away. What is left?
Right.
And very often you have to go through this, because when I ask my clients, who are you? They tell me what they do.
Yes.
And,
so it's a lot of self-limiting beliefs that we're putting on ourselves. I mean, based on, what our mom told us, and, what's been passed down through generations, or situations that we've been in, or, there's just so many things that really develop and form who we are. But I love your message that, it's time for you. It's time, for you to take love of yourself. So how does that, and I've also heard this from some women with their relationships. I've actually heard it both ways. I've heard some of them say that it actually has become challenging for them in their relationship, what others say, we become closer. But I hear more on the challenging side. So is that something that you address as well in your program?
Yes, absolutely. When it comes to relationships, that's kind of a totally thing by itself.
Yeah.
Prosper in your relationships. I have a whole program for that. But the relationship always starts with yourself, because your relationship with yourself is what dictates almost the relationship that you radiate out, or that you have in your own view and program, that you then expect to have somebody else fulfilled. And you have to be enough for yourself first. If you look for somebody else to fulfill you, to fill that inner void that all of a sudden you feel because your children are out of the house, and you don't know what the rest of your life will be, and then you can cling to somebody who you believe should make you happy now. That's not going to work. That's stress.
It has to be self-love.
Our relationships evolve as well.
Right.
Then I believe that in a mature relationship, you have to give more space to each other.
Okay.
And it's almost like the dancing. Yes, you dance. And
it is a dance.
It is a dance.
Yes.
And yet you also need some space to express your evolving movements, your evolving selves. And actually in my retreats, dance, movement, unlocking your body, getting in touch with the raw energy that's that raw, unapologetic, untamed woman, the feminine essence that we always have under wrap. Because you cannot really express it, but you need to experience it. You need to experience it in a safe container, in a safe circle.
So you have these type of retreats at your place and on your island in the Bahamas.
Yes. And sometimes I just have small groups of 3 or 4, and they may come even one-on-one for extended weekend for maybe 2 days.
Okay.
And we do all of this. We really shift so much. We can shift so much in 2 days, because it is not anything that you need to learn.
Right.
It is what to surrender, let go of,
and peel that away.
Allow you to emerge.
So that's your heroic self-love, which is your key to kick-ass happiness.
Happiness. Yeah.
I love that. You have such an amazing program. So you're also doing speaking. I know you're getting out more for that. And you have these programs that are helping women. So I have a couple of questions I want you to answer for me.
Okay.
So the first one is, I am a leader because I shine light. I not only tell you what you do, but I walk with you, and I don't talk too much, but I show. So what is your favorite success quote?
My favorite, nothing is impossible. Be yourself. Everybody else is already taken. I think that's right. Mm-hmm. You are it. You are all there is.
Love that.
You are your own universe.
Okay. So
come to mind.
That's fine. No, that's perfectly fine. So one more. So complete this sentence. My process for evaluating opportunities is...
I get very excited, easily excited. So then I have to do some breathing, and I take some quiet time.
Okay.
I go into meditation, contemplation, and I go with my gut feeling. If there is something that really attracts me, I definitely move into this, into the direction,
right,
and check it out. And yes, I have been burned, but I think you need to. I'm a rebel. I dare. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come from Germany to move to the Bahamas and the security behind. So I think taking risk is important, and yet don't be stupid, right?
Yeah.
And that comes sometimes with age.
Okay. Yeah, with age, for sure.
Impulsive, yes.
So what is the moment, the event in your life that has had the greatest impact on you?
There were actually two. One was when I had a mini stroke in the middle of Manhattan all by myself. I was just at Louis Hayes' big conventions, a conference.
Right.
And I saw all of these magnificent women talking about their stories, their success stories. And I went back to and I should have gotten inspired, and I got terrified.
Oh. And
I went back to my hotel room, and I said, I have not had a horrible story. Nobody raped me. I don't have anything horrific, terrible in my life. And I actually kind of cried out to God, and I said, if I would have a story to tell, would heal myself from an incurable disease or something terrible happened to me, maybe I would be better off. And it didn't take more than 3 seconds, and I had a mini stroke. I just felt like this light going through my head. My right arm just dangled, and I said, I knew it right away. And I'm also a Reiki master teacher and all of this. So I immediately sent energy through my body, but I also screamed out and I say, I get it. I promise I do it.
I got it.
That was
wow.
And the other one was when I thought, everybody said it's time to retire. And that's the story that I have in my TED Talk on the beach, where I actually, God gave me send me my inner hero.
Yes. That's powerful. Really, really powerful.
And I knew that wasn't just for me, but that's for me to share. Yes.
Well, what do you think today? There's so much going on in the world today. What do you think is our greatest wound?
Our greatest wound is being deceived. I believe that today it's about the outer, and it takes us away from our true inner, where everything lies. Our truth, our treasure, our strength, our resilience, our courage. It's all internally, but we are so constantly technology, everything is pulling at us, and more, and this is what you have to achieve. So we forget to become still and listen to us. We need to breathe, become still, and listen.
Yes, we do. We do. So where does your fear come from?
My fear?
Yeah.
I don't really have much fear.
Okay.
But fear is a reality, and we cannot get rid of fear.
Right.
Fear is a primal instinct, right? And it is where it has its place. But it is manipulated today in order to control us, to make us do something or not do something. So fear is interesting. Actually, I think 6-7 years ago, I wrote a book I've never published, Freedom from Fear. I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We'll have to.
So I had to handle fear quite a bit, because I did what other people thought crazy things, impulsive things. But I believe that fear is an experience, that is an energy that we can use for something awesome.
Yes.
Because fear can turn into passion.
Yes.
If you let go of the, oh my God, you know.
Right. And you don't hide in a cave.
Yeah. You see, oh my God, I have fear. So what do I do with this energy? You know, it's all how you see something.
That's right.
And how your intention goes. You know, where you think of something, and when your intention is there, what do you do with it? And that changes everything.
That's right. So will you ever be satisfied?
Satisfaction is, for me, is a challenge, because I always want more. I know, you know, I'm over 70 years old, right? So I sometimes think, oh my God, this is not going to go on forever. So I ever become satisfied? And then I remember that satisfaction is very, very simple. It's just wanting something, and then saying, I really don't, releasing it, putting it down and saying, it is there, but I don't really, I'm not.
You're still exploring. You're still exploring.
Yes.
So that's okay.
I think as long as you are almost the wonder of a child, and see each day as a new possibility, as a new adventure, and be open to receive. Sometimes, as I said again, this year is very, very bad for us. Sometimes we are not open to receive what the universe wants to give us. This can come, usually it doesn't come through there, but through another person, through something we experience in nature.
That's right. Yes.
Something triggers, and stay open.
Yes.
Open, stay engaged, and you never arrive. So
no.
Never ever arrive.
No. And coming to the point of being that mature woman, you're noticing that more now, and you could reflect on that more now, where, before, when you were, in that hustle and bustle of everything, and I could see where people don't do that as much. It's like, I got to get to the next thing. But we also need to learn that we always need to step back and take that time, time for us. Definitely.
We also take our own wisdom, because there is everything you need to know is within you. You have to become still and have to kind of dial down the chatter of your mind, the noise.
You make a really good point right there. And you said everything that we need is already within us.
Yes.
And we tend, especially when we're younger, we tend not to trust ourselves.
No.
And we don't believe that we have it in us, and we're always looking and chasing and going after. And it does come with wisdom. And even then, sometimes you're questioning yourself. But it's already within us. We just have to pull.
It's a whole, there are worlds and experiences.
Yes.
That's why I would love to have a life of at least 120, of which the last 30 years, I just explore the inner world.
Yes. Well, there's a quote about that. I wish I had the wisdom now when I was younger, or something. But
you see, Connie, we are also told at a younger age not to trust ourselves. Always trust someone else.
That's right. That is absolutely true.
A program that has been installed at a very early. I read somewhere. I think there is a book. Everything I learned in kindergarten or so. What was it again? All I need is what I learned in kindergarten.
Okay. Well, they do. Whenever you're creating programs or doing anything, they always say develop it like you're talking to a third grader. So, so it doesn't matter. So what's next for you? I'd love to hear more about your retreats. And I know you have a couple more projects coming up.
Yes, I develop. My next retreat is probably not until February.
Okay. What a great time to go to the Bahamas in February. Like, get out of the winter, just like head south.
Right. I have everything ready because I wanted to do it in October. So I have the page, I have everything ready.
Okay.
Then I realized, and also by going within, this is probably a very active hurricane season. That's what they predicted. And the last they're always in October. So I said, I don't feel all of a sudden my enthusiasm has been.
Yeah, that kind of went down. I was like, no, we won't do it then. So what do you do in hurricane season? Do you leave the island?
If a hurricane comes, yes.
Do you?
If it's a bad one, yes. We have done that twice.
Okay.
South Carolina or Canada or somewhere to get the last flight out. Yes.
Got it. Okay. I knew
Then there are earthquakes, right? We don't have no earthquakes here. The fires in California are horrible.
The closest one to me right now is about 20 miles away, and we could smell the smoke, and we're being told to stay inside. I have asthma, so I am inside.
I cannot even imagine how this must feel, because this goes on for weeks, right? The air is just full of smoke.
Yeah, the sky.
We don't have volcanoes here either, so I think.
Yeah, so that's good too.
We don't have tornadoes, so hurricane. It comes. I can somehow calculate it, and I can get out.
And you can prepare for it. Yeah. So, Angelika, I know you have a giveaway.
Yes, I do.
So, what is it?
Yes, I would like to share a ebook as a free download, and the title of it is Your Intelligent Cell, Intrinsic Relationship with Your Body. And it talks about how everything within us has a tremendous intelligence, and how to get in contact with that, and how to get in resonance with that, so you can have, do, and be everything you want.
Nice.
So but it's fun to read. It's an easy read, but it is profound, I believe.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. For everyone, you definitely want to grab this, and I'm going to put the link in the description for today's show, and just follow that link, follow the prompts, and you'll be able to get a download copy of that book from Angelika. So, Angelika, thank you again for that. That was really, really awesome.
I so much enjoyed this. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you. Do you have any closing words for our listeners, and let them know where they could find you?
Yes, my website is in the making, should be up in about 2 weeks.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's my name. Now, I am from Germany, so my first name, Angelika, however you want to, is not spelled with a C, but with a K. So it's Angelika, and my last name is Christie, which is Christie. So www.angelikachristie.com. Isn't that something, Angel of Christ, Angelika Christie? I had to marry somebody with the name of Christie.
Oh, Angel of Christ. I love that.
Yeah, I am an earth angel, I believe. So that's my website. And then you find me, just Google me. You'll find me on all social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Google, Twitter. And I would be so excited to connect with the women who are really looking for this encouragement to be unapologetically themselves and still looking for permission. Don't need permission. Let me show you how you give yourself permission.
That's beautiful. So I want to thank you for being here. And I guess I've been saying your name incorrectly now that I'm hearing you. But thank you for being here. I am just so proud and honored of the work that you are doing and being a member of our Activate community. It's just incredible to know you. And I know I keep saying I'm coming to the Bahamas. I will make it one of these days.
Yes.
I will get it. Would be so much fun. It definitely would be so much fun.
You have a beautiful energy and be resonant. And I know our group, they're all amazing women. And probably a lot of them are a little bit stressed out. So maybe we make a group mastermind in the Bahamas.
Yeah, we need to put that together. We're definitely going to continue that conversation. We're definitely going to put that together. And again, thank you for being here. And for all of our Up or Out listeners, this is your opportunity to go up or out through discovery of your true self and conscious choice. You can look forward to the most exciting journey through your second part of your life because it holds the key to your greatest fulfillment and legacy and kick-ass happiness.
Kick-ass happiness.
Up or Out is a brand of the Fife Group, and our mission is helping you find the courage to unlock your inner power and regain control of your life, insanely grow a business, and not just a glorified job. I'm Connie Fife, producer and host of Up or Out with Connie. And until next time, activate your power and be unstoppable together.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for listening to Up or Out with Connie. If you like what you hear and would like to be a guest, email the team at bookme@uporout.com. Learn how you can activate your power at activatemypower.com. We'll see you over there. Activate your power and be unstoppable together.